Around Pittsburgh these days, one of the main questions you see discussing is whether the Steelers are going to go 16-0. So I took this opportunity to create this short video as a refresher to the law of total probability. So what is the probability of the team going 16-0? Simply multiplying the individual win probabilities for the games remaining is not going to be very accurate, and we're going to see why. So from our model, these are the win probabilities for the next games, whereas you can see we have not included a win probability for the game against Cleveland. The reason is that this win probability depends on what the Chiefs are going to do in their next games. And in reality, it depends on what they are going to do in their next 4 games. So instead of asking what's the probability that Pitt is going to win the next 5 games and goes 5-0, we ask what's the probability that Pittsburgh wins at Cleveland given that they have gone 4-0 in the previous games. So this way we can now use the law of total probability and express this probability as follows. So we can condition that on the event that Kansas City wins the next 4 games as well. The idea is that what Kansas does in the next 4 games, it will play a role on what Pittsburgh is going to do at the final game and whether they are going to rest players or not. So using the law of total probability, we can express the probability of winning at Cleveland given that they have won the previous 4, conditioning on the probability that Kansas wins the next 4. Now here we have ignored some very low probability events, such as Kansas losing the next 3 games and Pittsburgh already clinching the first seed. But these are very low probability events, so we're not considering. So now what we have to calculate is the probability of Pittsburgh winning at Cleveland for 2 cases. The one is that Kansas wins all 4 games, next 4 games. So this means that Pittsburgh will play its starters. And this is about 69% probability. And the other is that Kansas has lost the game and basically Pittsburgh might decide, and we assume that they will decide to play their backups, which will give a probability of about 35%. Let's say we slash that to half. So by doing these calculations, we see that eventually the probability that Pittsburgh goes 16-0 is about 12%.